How does Excel handle composition of functions? I was trying to use functions to get today's day as a number in Excel. For example, when I wrote this question I should have obtained $18. I tried to use the function today, which returns today's date in a date format. Day and LT, date and GT, that returns the day number of and LT, date and GT. That is day May 19, 1984 should return 19. Therefore, the formula should give the result I wanted. However, this returned January 18, 1900, when using the function today. If I use in cell A1 and then in another cell, I obtain the right result. Why does day today not give the expected result? From my background of mathematician and amateur programmer, in Maple, Java, and some Python, my composition of functions seems fine. More generally, how does Excel handle composition of formulas?
Your formula is correct. It's the way Excel formats cells that is confusing. For example, if you manually set a cell value to 18 and then change the format to a date, it will display that as January 18, 1900. If you change the format of the cell with your formula to general, it should display the result you're expecting.
I think you might be confused in thinking that Excel manipulates date values. It doesn't. How to use dates and times in Excel. In Excel, numbers are used to represent dates, the possibly fractional number of days since 0 Jan 1900, but they are stored and manipulated by Excel as numbers. Today is a number valued function, and day is a function from a numeric argument to a numeric result. In your case, day today, correctly returned 18, a number, which I imagine you assign to a cell that is formatted to show a date in short form, so that 18 displays as January 18, 1900. Because to Excel, when 18 is interpreted as a date, that's what it means. If you format that cell to a numeric format, you'll see the answer displayed in the way you expected, i.e., 18.
Nothing is wrong with your formula. What I would like to suggest you, if the formula doesn't produces the expected result, then it either produces error or the wrong result. Since you have not mentioned what the formula does at Cook. Meanwhile, I would like to show you what are the possibilities to get day value in number in Excel. Check the screenshot below. NB. Date is in cell E166. Second column F has results and the third column G shows the formula I've used for. You can also use the text function to get the day value as text data. The value is red color, has custom cell format DD. You can apply on the cells to show only the day values of the dates. Note, I've suggested you all the possibilities since you have mentioned that basically you are not an Excel user. Hope this helped you. Don't forget to post the error your formula has given.
Your formula is composed correctly. The unexpected result is due to how different types of data are stored by Excel. There are two similar systems that Excel uses for storing dates, based on a workbook level setting. The 1900 date system. In the 1900 date system, the first day that is supported is January 1, 1900. When you enter a date, the date is converted into a serial number that represents the number of elapsed days since January 1, 1900. For example, if you enter July 5, 1998, Excel converts the date to the serial number 35981. By default, Microsoft Excel for Windows uses the 1900 date system. The 1900 date system enables better compatibility between Excel and other spreadsheet programs, such as Lotus 123, that are designed to run under MS-DOS or Microsoft Windows. The 1904 date system. In the 1904 date system, the first day that is supported is January 1, 1904. When you enter a date, the date is converted into a serial number that represents the number of elapsed days since January 1, 1904. For example, if you enter July 5, 1998, Excel converts the date to the serial number 34519. By default, Microsoft Excel for the Macintosh uses the 1904 date system. Because of the design of early Macintosh computers, dates before January 1, 1904 were not supported. This design was intended to prevent problems related to the fact that 1900 was not a leap year. If you switch to the 1900 date system, Excel for the Macintosh does support dates as early as January 1, 1900. These excerpts have been taken from this URL. The serial number is a simple running count of the number of dates since January 1, 1900, including the fictitious date February 29, 1900. The day function, however, can additionally be thought of as a data type conversion function. It takes a date serial number as an input and returns an integer as an output. In your example, if we think of 18 as representing a date serial, and count 18 days forwards from January 1, 1900, we end up with January 18, 1900. The simple fix on the front end is to change your cell format to something else like number or general. This will tell Excel to display it to you as an integer, rather than trying to interpret it as a date serial. On the back end, everything is good to go. The integer result can be used in any other formula and will behave correctly. As an example, let's say we wanted to create a conditional formula which told us whether or not the 15th has passed in the current month. We can do this using. It would be much more difficult to accomplish the same result using a date serial, so the day function returning an integer ends up being more useful within the context of Excel's common use cases.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.